When you know how many, will you give a sneaky thumb? How many do you think?
7.
7. And how many do you think? 7. And how many do you think? 7. And one more. How many do you think? 7. Do we all agree it's 7?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you to share your thinking on some of the other ones. So I'll put this right here. We're going to do this one next. When you think you know how many, will you show a sneaky thumb? How many do you think?
7.
You think 7?
8.
You think 8? Okay. How many do you think?
8.
8. And Kleiner, how many?
8.
8. How many do you think?
8.
Do we all agree it's 8?
Yes.
Will you turn and whisper to someone next to you why you think it's 8? Share your thinking.
Because I see the 4 and 3. I see 4 on the side, so I was just thinking that I had a horse that would have I use 3. On the side. You put on the side. I see 3 on the side. I took 1 on that one and 1 on that one. And
And you saw the 3 and the 3? How much is 3 and 3?
I saw 6 on the one that you just showed, and then I saw 1.
Alright, first grade. Turn this way. Who can share their thinking? Alright, Alvin, will you share your thinking? And when someone's sharing, what should you be doing? Listening. Good. Turn this way.
I think it's 8 because I counted all my 2s and then I saw 4 and 4. It's like a slash thingy.
Sit down, Alvin.
It's like a slash. Do you see the 2 3's going like that?
Okay, sit in your spot. I'm going to ask you a question.
Middle.
Sit down. When you said I counted by 2s, what did that sound like?
That sounds like 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, and so when you're saying slash, you're splitting the dots apart?
Yes.
Okay. Who else has a way of sharing their thinking? What were you thinking?
I was thinking of counting by 3's.
And what did that sound like?
It sounded like 3, 6.
So when you said 3, where do you see the 3?
At the top you see 3 and
There's 3.
then another 3.
Did you see these?
And then 2.
So you said 3, 6, and how'd you get to 8?
There was not another one, so I just did it by 2, so I was done with 3.
Okay, so it sounds like you're comfortable thinking 3, 6. Oh, not another 3, so it's just 2 more, and you got 8. Okay, what were you thinking?
I saw 3's, 2 3's.
Down the sides?
So that makes 6, and I see 2 more, that makes 8.
So 3 and 3, you made it clear that you know 3 and 3 is 6, and 2 more is 8. So do we all agree it's 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so sit on your bottom, face this way. Can you remember how many were on this one? Can you tell me fast?
7.
7. Can you tell me fast?
8.
8. Can you tell which one's less?
7.
7. That's pretty quick. 7. Can you look at the dots and tell me how many less? When you know how many less.
Let's see.
How many less? What do you think? How many less? What do you think?
1.
1 less? And what do you think? 1 less? What do you think? 1 less? Will you share your thinking with a partner? How do you know it's 1 less? So I kept the numbers close together because I thought the dots were so distracting. They know 7 is 1 less than 8 so well, it didn't matter if it was very abstract. So next time I would do, I want to try abstract, real abstract looking dots, but maybe 3 dots. You know what I mean? Something they would depend on the model. Okay, first grade, turn this way. So I hear a lot of talking about 7 is 1 less than 8. Who can share their thinking? You were doing a really good job. What were you saying?
I was saying that I said there was 7, and then I know 8 is more than 7, and then you take 1 more away, and it's 1 less.
So you were using more than a lot to help you understand less. Because you said 8 is more, that means 7 is less. Okay. What else? What do you think? Who can share their thinking? How do you know? First grade, this is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if you even looked at the dots to figure it out. Did you look at the dots or did you just know? What do you think? Can you share your thinking?
I know that there's 1 less than, I know there's 1 more dot than 7, and there's 1 less dot than 8.
Okay, so again, using the word more than to help you use the word less than. Okay. Anyone else? This turns out to be interesting for me because I thought, oh, this is going to be that's too easy. But now I'm seeing that you're using those, getting a lot of practice using the words. What were you thinking?
I know that 8 was more than 7, so if you take 1 away from 8, it's 7. So I know that 1 more than that 7 is 1 more than 8, and 8 is 1 less than 7.
Okay, say that again, the last part. 8 is 1
more than 7,
okay.
And 7 is 1 8 is 1 less than 7.
Okay, I'm going to write down, this is what you've taught me today. 8 is 1 more than 7. I noticed a lot of you said this first, and then you said 7 is 1 less than 8. So thank you for sharing with me today, because now I know you think about this first to think about which one is less, the one that is more and the one that is less. So thank you for sharing your thinking today. Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job, first grader. Thank you very much. I'm going to share your thinking with some other teachers.